Hey, I'm Ainsley with Curbside Cycle, and today we're talking about the Riese Muller Multicharger cargo bike. Riese Muller was started by Markus Riese and Heiko Müller in 1992. Their bikes are designed for on- and off-road use. A lot of them come with full suspension systems, and they're built with German precision, making them top of the line when it comes to e-bikes. These bikes are designed to replace your second car for weekend expeditions, long-haul tours, as well as your day-to-day use commuting in the city. So this is still a cargo bike, but it looks different than other cargo bikes on the market that you see in Denmark and Holland. This bike is a longtail, meaning that the cargo space is at the rear of the bike instead of in a box at the front. What this means is that the bike is narrower on the road, but the load is behind you. Longtails were designed in North America for spaces where bikes have to share the road with cars and don't have dedicated bike infrastructure. Therefore, it's a little bit narrower than a regular cargo bike, and all the load is kept at the back, similar to a traditional pannier system. This bike is great if you're hauling a lot of cargo, or if you've got two older kids up to age 5 that you need to transport to and from school, or if you're carrying an adult up to 140 pounds. Like all Riese Muller bikes, this one is designed with off-road in mind, and is perfect for families living in rural areas or with dirt tracks. As we've discussed in other videos, when you're buying an e-bike, you want to consider 3 components: the battery, the motor, and the display. The motor on this bike is the Bosch Performance Line CX. This is the most powerful motor that Bosch makes for e-bikes. It's quiet and reliable and offers up to 85 Newton meters of torque, compared to other e-bikes that offer 60 Newton meters of torque, meaning that you can get up hills effortlessly and with no trouble. This motor kicks in when you need it smoothly and drops out into the background when you don't, making for a seamless riding experience without jolts or surprises. It offers up to 400% support, meaning that for every quarter rotation you put into the pedal, it will give you a full rotation back. It has 4 assistance modes: Eco, Tour, Sport, and Turbo. A motor doesn't work without a battery, and Bosch puts just as much engineering into their batteries as they do into their motors. This bike has an internal battery system called PowerTube. It's built into the frame of the bike here. You have 3 different options for batteries. The PowerTube 500 offers 500 watts of power and will give you about 80 to 100 kilometers of range. The PowerTube 625 offers 625 watts and pushes your range up to 125 kilometers. The third option is the dual battery system, which is composed of a power tube within the frame here and a power pack battery that sits on the frame here. It offers 1,125 watts of power. That's combining both the 625 watt power tube and the 500 watt power pack, and will give you up to 250 kilometers of range. Insane for a bicycle. The third part of an e-bike that you want to take into consideration is the display. This is the brains of the bike and the communication tool that tells you what's going on with the motor, as well as a slew of other information. Riese Muller gives you 3 different options for your display. The first option is the Purion. It's a simple thumb-controlled display on a black and white screen, listing assist levels, speed, range, and battery level. The Nion is your second option, and it offers off-road exploration and fitness data on a color touchscreen. The fitness information it displays is cadence and calories, as well as notifying you if you're traveling above or below your average speed. It connects to a heart rate monitor and records trips and sends data to an e-bike online portal or eBike Connect phone app. It also offers navigation assistance. You can plan routes online and send them to the Nion, connecting to apps like Strava, and it gives you responsive orienteering navigation information. You can save addresses and recently visited places in your map, and place markers on your trail to find your way back to a spot while riding trails. The third option is the smartphone hub, which is not available with roll-off drivetrains. This option uses your phone to connect to the Kobe Bike app, which gives you information on fitness stats and offers the ability to play music, podcasts, and audiobooks, as well as make or take phone calls while riding. The dashboard gives you all of your riding data, including output, cadence, speed, battery power, altitude, and even weather reports. The mount charges your phone while on the bike, and there's a thumb shifter for controlling the display while riding. If you don't have your phone with you, there's a simple black and white display behind where the phone mounts to use the bike off the grid. So the reason that you're looking at the longtail cargo bike instead of a regular e-bike is probably because you're carrying a lot of stuff with you, either people or cargo. Like every bike that Riese Muller makes, the Multicharger has a million different options for carrying people and stuff. Let's go through those now. If you're carrying just straight up cargo, no passengers, there's a few different options you can pick. The front carrier featured on this bike is an optional add-on. This will carry about 5 kilograms of weight or 11 pounds and mounts to the bike here to make it really secure. You can also pair this with a waterproof, zippered, and roll-top bag. It's got 18 liters of space and allows you to bring whatever you need to bring and keep it dry on the way. If you need extra capacity on the front, you can also go with the optional cargo front carrier, which carries 15 kilograms or 35 pounds of weight and makes this bike a true touring machine. Moving to the rear of the bike, you've got lots of options here too. The cargo bag option has 2 really big cargo bags. Each holds 33 liters for a total of 66 liters of capacity and can easily be detached from the bike but have secure mounting when they're here. This bike is also great at carrying people. You can carry 2 kids up to age 5 with the safety bar kit. The safety bar kit features a pad that goes over the rear rack, as well as a wraparound safety bar, wheel guards to keep legs out of spokes, and a side loader kit, which allows kids to get on and off and can be used to carry a kid's bike with a wheel up to 20 inches on this bike alongside them. This option also comes with a double-footed kickstand, which makes the bike very secure when stopping for ice cream. The second option is the passenger kit, which is good for kids over the age of 6 or adults up to 140 pounds. This one features a padded seat that goes over the rear rack, handles underneath the saddle for holding on securely, footrests, wheel guards to keep legs and pants out of spokes, as well as a double-footed kickstand to make sure that this bike is secure when stopping. As Riese Muller makes choose-your-own adventure bikes, that does not stop with your build options. You've got 4 options for gearing with the Multicharger. The first 2 options, the light and touring, use an external derailleur system with a traditional chain. The light is a great bike for occasional use. If you're not putting a huge amount of miles on this bike and want a budget option, that's the one you should go for. If you're using this bike regularly, the touring comes with more premium components. The other 2 options for this bike involve internal gear hubs, meaning all the gears are kept within the rear hub, protected from weather and wear. The Vario comes with an Enviolo 380 internal stepless hub. What does that mean exactly? Stepless shifting means that you can go from the lowest gear to the highest gear without any steps in between. You can fine-tune it and get exactly the gearing you need for the incline that you're on. The roll-off 14-speed internal hub is trusted by world expeditionists. This hub can go for 60,000 kilometers before needing to be maintained, and is excellent for long-term touring. Both the Vario and the roll-off come with a Gates belt drive, which is technology borrowed from motorcycles. It's a carbon belt with teeth that wraps around both cogs, and it can travel for 30,000 kilometers before needing replacement. You also never have to worry about getting oil on your pants or getting a chain gunged up in the wintertime. The GX option gives this bike even more off-road and dirt riding capability. Schwalbe Smart Sam tires have nubs around the edges like a traditional mountain bike tire, but are flatter in the middle, meaning that this bike is great for getting to the trail and riding the trail. So those are the multitude of options you have for this bike. Now let's talk about what's similar between each of the Multicharger models. The riding position on this bike is moderate, meaning that you're going to be bent over in just the right position for both speed and efficiency. The frame is an aluminum build, meaning that it's relatively lightweight, definitely rust-proof, and very stiff, meaning that all your pedaling power goes right into the pedals where it belongs. Multichargers come with Magura hydraulic disc brakes, a German-made brand that is excellent at stopping in inclement weather or stormy conditions. Riese Muller doesn't skimp on lighting. Their German-made Supernova and Busch & Muller front and rear lights respectively are top of the line. The Supernova Mini 2 front light kicks out an impressive 235 lumens, while the Busch & Muller Top Light 2C at the rear offers C-shaped lighting around the edges and a rear reflector for added visibility. Thanks so much for watching. If you'd like more information on the Multicharger or Riese Muller in general, we have a lot of blogs on our website that are helpful. The Why Riese Muller blog is an excellent resource and compares all of the Riese Muller bikes in lineup with each other, so you can pick exactly what you need. The Riese Muller Multicharger pages on our website are also an excellent resource. If you have any further questions about the Riese Muller Multicharger or the whole lineup of bikes, You can contact us online at curbsidecycle.com, or you can book an in-store or remote sales appointment on our website. If you're in Toronto, you can find us here at 412 Bloor Street West. Please subscribe for more videos detailing folding, cargo, recreation, and European city bikes.